Well, joining us now in New York to talk about the trial is Rahul Manchanda, an expert in international law. Thank you, sir, for being with us.
My pleasure.
What exactly can we expect to see and to hear on Wednesday when this trial gets underway?
Well, I think you're going to see the charges being enumerated for the first time, consisting of primarily premeditated murder, torture, forced deportation and disappearances of the victims. And they're really going to try to focus on getting the technical defenses dismissed, which I'm sure the defense counsel is going to be ready with to try to avoid getting into the facts of the Do Jail massacre of 1982.
What are some of the major challenges that the tribunal confronts as it starts with this trial that everyone in the world is going to be watching this?
Right. Well, part of the problem here is that the United States needs to make sure that there's no appearance of impropriety, that it's not a U.S.-led court procedure. I think that's what the defense counsel is going to focus on. It's very important that this case is an Iraqi proceeding with Iraqi law, with very little influence from the outside. As you've noticed, the death penalty is being contemplated right now, which is part and parcel of the Iraqi criminal code, and not necessarily part of the United Kingdom or the U.S. or international law.
Of course, the issue of security makes it very difficult for this whole process to be too transparent, doesn't it? Even those 5 judges, essentially, they're anonymous.
Correct. The judges' identities are anonymous. One judge's name has been released to the media, which I think was a legal snafu. It came out last year in around June 2004. But the other judges are anonymous at this time for security purposes.
So we know nothing about them, about their backgrounds or what they may represent at all?
Well, no, we do know that they are Shiites, we believe. They were lower-level judges, we believe, with the upper judges being removed because of loyalty to the Ba'ath Party, which was Saddam Hussein's party. And they have been formally trained outside of Iraq in international jurisprudence with exposure to the Rwandan courts, the Yugoslavian courts, and with trainings and mock trials going on in different countries throughout the world.
As you said on Wednesday, we'll find out the details, the exact details of those charges against Saddam Hussein. But from what we know so far, how difficult is this going to be for the tribunal to prove their case?
I think it's not going to be difficult to prove the case. I think the facts of this particular issue, the 82 Do Jail massacre, are pretty straightforward. The real challenge for the tribunal will be to handle the defense. There are statements that the tribunal is illegitimate, that the United Nations should have jurisdiction, that the United States is supposedly an occupying force. That's going to be the real hurdle here. I think the facts itself pretty much speak for themselves. I believe the defense will probably insert the defense that Saddam Hussein had governmental immunity pursuant to the Iraqi constitution, the previous constitution, which, by the way, these judges took an oath to support. That's going to be a problem. The facts, however, are pretty strong, and the evidence is fairly clear. And I think once they can get to the meat and potatoes of this case, the proving of Saddam's guilt may probably be pretty easy.
All right. Rahul Manchanda, thank you so
Pleasure.
much for talking with us. Appreciate it.